Lake Forest, California, and El Toro High School, the scene for the series finale between the USA Women's National Team and the Netherlands. Hi, everyone. Welcome on the pool deck here at El Toro High School alongside longtime collegiate national team coach John Abdu. Greg Meskel here with you. John, the end of a long week of water polo for the USA Women's National Team, the #1 team in the world. They finished today against the Netherlands, one of their longtime rivals. And as we look back at the past 4 games, what's jumped out to you? What has Team USA done well over these last 4?
I think what Team USA has done incredibly well is show their depth at every position in the pool, between goalies, center defenders, centers, attackers. You see the immense amount of depth on that Team USA roster, and when they bring line after line, they continue their dominance.
Team USA coming off a win over the Netherlands in Commerce this past Thursday. But as we look back at the past few games, the gap has gotten closer and closer. The Dutch playing a lot stronger as they've gotten to get acclimated a bit here in California against Team USA. What do we expect here in this finale?
Yeah, that tends to be the trend, Greg, in these series. So the teams have been not only training together during the day, then they play these games at night. So there's this familiarity that tends to breed some contempt towards the end. So my expectation is at the end, this will be the closely contested match, but you'll also see some aggressiveness that these teams want to get out at the end of a long training trip together.
So Team USA and the Netherlands coming up right here in Orange County, the epicenter of water polo in the United States. We're back with the opening sprint right after this. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Orange County, Lake Forest, California. El Toro High School, the scene for the finale. A 5-game homestand for the USA Women's National Team comes to a close here against one of their oldest rivals, the Netherlands. John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you poolside. John getting set for the opening sprint here in this one. One thing we've talked about throughout this series, the Netherlands missing some of their key personnel, some of their best players. Their captain, Dagmar Hune, either injured or out for different reasons to get different athletes developed, and new players getting a chance to look at some of the new rules, right? So you have these new FINA rules, new players have to adapt to them, veterans like Team USA has to adapt to them. A lot to take in a trip like this, not just for the Netherlands, but for the host, Team USA.
Yeah, and take in the fans, take in the referees, take in everybody watching at home. It's a great chance to see these new rules in action and see how the implication of them. There's implications for the desks, for the officials, for everybody to structurally put this together. Good news, Greg. They're very simple, good additions to the game. Good stuff for us moving forward. You'll see a lot more movement, a lot more action, a lot more goals.
As we look at a couple of these rules here, these were just officially passed earlier this month in China, and the ones that we saw him play Thursday night, for the first time we had the goalie. Ashley Johnson came all the way up onto the offensive end, the final possession of that game for Team USA. Yes, the match was decided, but it was interesting to see that happen and unfold. And something we have to be aware of, that, the hockey subs, these other little wrinkles that will, I think ideally in Fina's thoughts, speed this game up and make it more exciting.
Yeah, not just make it more exciting, great, but make it more understandable for fans to see. So rules like in soccer, in European football, right? The goalkeeper can go across a strap. In water polo, that was never allowed before.
Yeah.
Not sure why, but now that these simple changes have been made to make it streamlined with more mainstream sports.
And then as we look at this Netherlands team and a change today in goal for head coach Arno Amager, they'll go Sarah Bausch in the cage after we've seen Debbie Williams and Joanne Koenders over the first few matches in this series. So they have her in the cage, and then we talked about some of their missing pieces. It's a great development opportunity for this team, which we know is one of the contenders for the World Championship at the Olympics, all of those things year in, year out.
Yes, I mean, the Netherlands are 2008 gold medalists at the Olympic Games. Your current European champions. I mean, this is one of the best teams in the world on paper, right? And in reality and everything that you see. And so today, for what you see, not just a training opportunity, but really part of this preparation for what is going to be the World Championships in 2019 and the Olympic Games in 2020.
And then for Team USA and head coach Adam Krikorian, they go with Amanda Longen in cage today. We may also see Ashley Johnson. Team USA has rotated Longen, Johnson, and Gabby Stone throughout this week, getting great exposure there. And we'll get things started here on a sunny afternoon. The officials, Jen McCall, Tiffany Spiritosanto. And we are underway. The Netherlands and the Dark Caps, Team USA in the light. And the Dutch control first to get things started on offense.
And Vandersloot wins the sprint. And you'll see this all day, Greg. The Dutch athletes are all fast, tall, can shoot the ball. I mean, this is really one of the more athletic and well-rounded teams you'll see in women's water polo.
The game's a big part of this common training week for both teams, also getting in better physical fitness. For so many of these athletes, the women's college season is on the horizon, but if they're out of college, this is a great chance to get fit, get back in the flow. As here comes one of those college athletes, the Stanford Cardinal, Mackenzie Fisher. She'll deal off to Fatale as Team USA gets their first attack. Fisher in close. Gathered in front to Aria Fisher off the bar. Looked to be a takeaway for the Netherlands, but instead Team USA gets a chance to no avail.
And you see the two Fisher sisters, Mackenzie and Aria, playing in a pool that they're very familiar with. Both grew up playing in the Set Water Polo Club here at different times. Grew up in Laguna Beach, playing there first, and then made their way over here later in their careers. And
a great moment before this game. Athletes from the Set Water Polo Club getting a chance to walk both of these national teams out and have that moment to stand alongside players they certainly aspire to be like at the next level. Hochschild took her eye off the ball there for a moment. Had a steal for a second, but then the Netherlands works inside. No matter, the shot clock expires as Wolves was headed towards the cage. Fisher on the attack. Nobody home. Fisher's going to be able to cruise right into this one. Mackenzie Fisher moving in. Inside two, the skip cross cage, and they'll score it. So Willems unable to get to that one. We had thought originally Bausch was going to start, but Debbie Williams goes in the cage here for the Netherlands, and on the replay, nobody picked up Fisher.
Yeah, this is poor transition defense there from Team Netherlands. As you can see, a few athletes along the way not coming back and picking up, pressing at half as opposed to filling in and defending the open people. And Mackenzie Fisher just barely skips it home here in the cross cage.
And I think Mackenzie Fisher probably saw that opening and couldn't believe it for a moment there that nobody was going to stand in the way. 2 minutes just about gone by here, first quarter. A 1-0 lead for Team USA. Heavy pressure here from Maggie Steffens. From the outside, Longen there with the left, controlling that attempt from Sabrina Vandersloot. And now Longen, the USC Trojan, will take a peek down the pool as her team gets set up. Final match of 2018 for the #1 team in the world, the USA Women's National Team. Won the World League and the World Cup this year in the major FINA events. Nuschel pours it inside Fisher. The step out, textbook delivery. Aria Fisher puts Team USA ahead 2-0.
Beautiful layout shot there from Aria Fisher. You get the second look, and great pass from Kylie Nush. You see the setup, puts it right on the hand. She's able to step out over her hips and drill it home. Aria Fisher making it look easy. And as she grows and develops, she's turning into one of the most dominant centers in the world.
I feel like that play is coming to an ODP presentation soon. That seemed really right out of the manual there to put it on the hand, the layout, and the score.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to see these centers develop and learn those fundamentals because that's the highest percentage goals we can find in the pool.
2-0 lead, Team USA in front. 5:17 to play, first quarter. Vandersloot near side. Around the way they work it. Entry in, and Team USA shows up in force. Elise Williams on the scene for the steal.
Yeah, and different, Greg. You just said it. The pass to the center on the possession before went straight to the hand. You get a goal. The pass there, not to the hand, a little further away. You don't get the same opportunity.
Just those differences. An inch here or there, and the difference between a goal and a steal. Here's Nuschel. Again, right to the hand, and the exclusion is drawn by Melissa Seidemann. That's Roja excluded, but a stop, a field block in close.
Big field block there from Sleeking. Big stop for Team Holland here as they try to keep in the game.
Netherlands allowing double-figure goals to Team USA in the first two games of this series. Tuesday in Claremont, Thursday in Commerce. Looking to wheel inside. Here's an exclusion drawn in close by Marcia Koenig. And Gilchrist will go off. Near side. Longen. Amanda Longen there. You mentioned those scores, John, and yes, Team USA defeated the Dutch both times, but the Netherlands making things more interesting as the series has gone on, as we talked about in the open, and that just shows some of their talent. Even with some of their key pieces missing, they're still a very, very difficult team.
Yeah, really deep, and in that last possession, Greg, is one of those opportunities where Vandersloot, she should take that shot.
Yeah.
That's where, as a coach, you're saying, hey, I need you to be more selfish. You're one of the best players in the team. Leader here, as you see Gilchrist go off the post. You have a great opportunity. You got to put this away. Make it a 2-1 game. Now let's see if they could do that on this possession. 2-1 is a lot better than 3-0. It's my Captain Obvious statement of the first quarter.
Coaches everywhere nodding in agreement with 3:43 to play here in the first. 2-0, USA in front. Here's Vandersloot. Does she want the shot now? Williams defending, looking for a better angle. Now she'll let it fly, and she put it on cage. Longen bats it away, but it'll reset for the Netherlands. Back to 20 seconds, that part of that new rule, right? Doesn't go back to the 30 seconds, not the full shot clock. Back to 20 now on the restart.
Yeah, speeds up the game, 20-second possession. So many times in water polo when the clock would go back to 30 seconds, these coaches just, hey, wait, be patient, take your time, and it would slow the game down. Now teams ready to attack immediately.
Yeah, you don't have that luxury. Have to get right to work. Koenig off the ordinary. Takes a look. Didn't have much on that, and then it's gobbled up in close. Jordan Rainey was all over it.
Amanda Longen now with a couple of really nice saves
to
start this game, showing her athleticism.
Longen takes a look. Now she'll push ahead to Rainey. Pressure here on the perimeter from the Netherlands. This is going to leave Rainey open. Little give and go. Shot clock to 5. The lob. Nearly had it. Gilchrist almost painted the corner there, but it's off the bar and away. 2:45 left, first quarter. So we got a substitute here for the Netherlands. Iris Wolves came out of the corner.
Yeah, that's that new rule, Greg, what you would mention as a hockey-type substitution or flying substitution where athletes now come in the game at any point. You got to come out. You got to kind of give your teammate a high five, slap hands, and you can exchange.
But this is the challenge, of course, like this, not designed totally for it because you don't have the lane lines on the edges of the pool where you can meet the person halfway.
Right.
2-0 lead for Team USA. They go inside looking for more. Seidemann draws another exclusion, this time on Wolves. Haralabitis. She had a chance, passed on it. Around the way they go Nuschel. Williams lurking. Coach Krikorian calls to put that ball in. Gilchrist takes a look. Sides coming even. Haralabitis, tough angle, and it's controlled there by Willems.
Yeah, and you hear Coach saying in because he wants his athletes to shoot. That's definitely a case of too much passing. Right? I said this earlier about Vandersloot, same thing. You want your best players to be great team players, have great vision, but also be a little selfish to put the ball away when their opportunities arise.
1:20 to go, first quarter. Team USA in front 2-0. Attacking here are the Netherlands on the bounce, and that one got deflected on the way through. Longden was able to control it after a bit of a tricky hop. As we approach 1 minute remaining in the first, fans, don't forget live stats available via thefosh.net. Visit thefosh.net to follow along. Haralabitis moving in, and the latest stat you'd see is a penalty drawn by Stefania Haralabitis. Guilty party, Marcia Kooning. And Kelly Gilchrist will try and give Team USA a 3-0 lead.
Good speed there from Haralabitis getting out. You see Gilchrist.
Turned away. Willems got a piece of that. Couldn't keep it inbounds, but comes up with the stop.
Get a second look. Not a lot on the shot here from Gilchrist. Looking at the referee, waiting for her chance. Rises up and puts it right into the goalkeeper's right arm.
And Willems played the game well. She started coming out right as the shot was about to be attempted. There's a little unspoken timing to that for goalies. Good backdoor, Nuschel, the lob, count it. Penalty doesn't go, but the backdoor cut, little Princeton basketball here from Jamie Nuschel.
I watched a great pass there from Haralabitis. My favorite part of the play, watch closely, see that hitch on Nuschel's shot before she puts it away. She's patient, catches, pauses, a little hitch of the wrist before she puts the lob cross cage, and it's that extra half second of patience, Greg, that makes these players Olympic gold medalists.
Well, and that's knowing that you have the time too.
Yeah.
How many players, and you've seen it as a coach, you get in that position, in that spot, and just don't have a sense of the time you do have. You see people around you and think, I've got to get rid of this. I'm about to get buried. But she knows, actually, I have a stroke before they're going to show up.
Sense of awareness and sense of space.
A lot of that comes with repetition, just getting the chance to do it in these moments. Nuschel makes it look easy. 3-0 Longden. She got a piece of that one, ranging to her right. It'll come back in. With just 14 seconds left here in the first, shot clock is off. So the Netherlands here can play for the final shot of this first quarter, trailing 3-0. From the perimeter, Longden there. She's been busy here in this first quarter. And now final moments, 1 second left. Last try. It dies short of Willems, and that's all for the first quarter. Another strong start for Team USA. They have gotten off to great starts in just about every match in this homestand. They lead it 3-0 over the Netherlands. We take a timeout and return to Orange County right after this. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
And welcome back. One quarter complete here from El Toro High School, where Team USA leads the Netherlands 3-0 in this series finale.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it.
Team USA, John, looking to put the cap on if they can hold on for a win here, what would be a 33-1 record in 2018 competition.
What a run it's been in 2018, but really what a run it's been since 2012 and on. It's been a real, one of the most amazing stories in Olympic sports, period, the dominance of this team.
You're talking about back-to-back Olympic gold medals, 3 straight FINA World Cup titles, 2 straight FINA World Championships. They have turned the World League into their own personal scrimmage, and now they're on a breakaway. It's Kylie Nuschel. She'll jam it in. 4-0 Team USA.
And it all starts with defense. Maggie Steffens on the perimeter gets the steal, then makes the pass to Kylie Nuschel. Look how much space she gets. That's what defensive steals can create for you. No hesitation, top shelf, 4-0 USA.
Nuschel out of Isla Vista, California, in the Santa Barbara area. One of many Santa Barbara natives on this team, one of many Stanford Cardinal on this team. We talk about it often, but you look at the roster, those 2 areas heavily represented. The lob here is off the post. And Longan is there to control.
Certainly there are pockets in America that are developing high-level water polo players, Santa Barbara being one of them. And you see it in the pool here, not just with the Nuschel family, but all over. Paige Hochschild, your partner here this week, 3-time Olympian Cammie Craig, all coming from the same area.
Here's Hochschild moving in. Now Nuschel. Fakes on it. Shot clock to 3. Catch and shoot. A redirect and batted out of play. And they'll say last touch off of the Netherlands. That's something you don't see a lot in water polo. It's kind of a basketball moment there where it's last touch that didn't involve the goalie.
Yeah.
And then a timeout is called by Team USA. So often in water polo, right, the ball goes out of play, and it was clearly either the defense field blocked it and it is now going the other way, or the goalie tipped it out, and it's going to stay right here.
Right.
Rarely do 2 people outside of that kind of have a go for it, and then it's the last touch, and the referee has to actually make a decision based off of what they saw.
Yeah, as you get a good look at the crowd here, Greg, everybody watching the game, watching it closely, watch these athletes, these high-level athletes go at it here. But you're right, Greg, we talked about these new rules earlier and about water polo and FINA trying to make an attempt to streamline towards what mainstream sports would be like.
Yeah.
One change they have yet to make is, in my opinion, that sideline should be inbounds. So when that ball touched that lane line, the referee called that it was out of bounds.
Yeah.
The sidelines, if there were some in the pool right now, right, in a normal water polo course, would be sidelines and end lines. The sidelines would be inbounds, but the end lines would be out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right. So it tends to be a little confusing for this, too.
Sure.
To your point. And in a moment we just missed here as well, Greg, is Coach Krikorian calling timeout. Saw the confusion of both teams. Calls the timeout. This is going to go down as one of the more ethical moments in sports here.
Yeah.
Instead of taking advantage, trying to shove another goal in, wanted his players to actually execute, right, in this scenario. And we'll go back and watch these replays later. But coaches out there, if our friend Jack Bowen is listening, that is a ethical moment that we just saw from Coach Krikorian with that timeout.
Fisher, shot clock to 6. Steffens takes a look, doesn't want it. Hochschild's got to go. The redirect in front, it's off the mark. And the goal judge there was signaling that it was tipped off by the Netherlands. We'll see a second look here, John. And I don't think that was the case as we get another look at it. The official, Tiffany Spirisanto, overruling. Yep. Yeah, we have the luxury, right, of multiple looks. Vervelt, now they work inside. Double team, and Fisher looking for Kitty Lynn Joustra, the Cal standout, and quickly was double teamed.
I think you can see her, Joustra, she tends to make her first move towards the defender instead of towards the ball. Right? It's fundamentally unsound for a center, and you can see why she's not getting the call or the ball in her hand. your first move as a center should be directly to get to the ball right away and try to make a move.
Aria Fisher trying to battle past her defender. Hochschild will give a look. Fisher now shot clock to 5:34 to go in this first half, and Aria Fisher back to work down low, connecting.
And there it was, Fisher to Fisher on the goal, and we just talked about this on the other side. You get another look here. Ball comes in her hand. She's able to step directly to the ball before she puts it away. Notice that her first move is get the ball in hand and immediately go with the backhanded shot. And you see the countering plays on the other side where the Dutch center moving towards her defender. Beautiful fundamental play. That's 2 there for Aria. Natural goals out of the center position.
The sister-sister combination. Yeah, Aria Fisher, you see her, you see Paige Hochschild, a couple of these other athletes that are also at the college game, and they're only going to have a bigger impact on NCAA water polo as their careers advance.
No doubt. And a lot of that comes from the physical, mental development that they're receiving here on the national team.
Shot try there's off the bar. Fisher, a standout with Stanford, no doubt about it, but hasn't gotten to the point yet where she's become, I think, the physically dominant center at the collegiate level that we've seen in some of these national team games. And you have to assume that's coming soon.
Yeah, I would say coming in January, right away. I think as soon as she gets back in the water here for Stanford, see Mackenzie making the drive here. I think you'll start to see that dominance. I think just like all young athletes, it takes time for your body and your mind to catch up to each other. And at her age, as we see Hochschild putting it away, as another athlete developing very quickly, puts it away with a skip shot.
4:45 to play first half. Paige Hochschild on the bounce.
Look at the power behind this shot. Right, nice, good couple of fakes, gets the goalie moving up and down, and then skips it home into the top shelf. Both Paige Hochschild and Aria Fisher, the 2 athletes we've referenced here, Greg, in the last 30 seconds, were both born in 1999. Just think about that, right? They are not yet 20 years old, right? Not yet 20 years old. And we talk about that physical dominance. It's going to come as they grow and develop with age.
Making us feel old there, John. Thanks for that. 6-0 lead for Team USA, but you're spot on.
Yes.
It's impressive stuff to not even be 20 and to be at this level for Aria. Already has an Olympic gold medal.
Right.
Already has a world championship. So does Paige. It's impressive stuff before even your 20th birthday.
Right.
And they are helping Team USA here to a 6-0 lead now.
Everybody at home thinking about what they were doing in 1999 while these 2 athletes were born.
Bracing for Y2K.
Yeah.
Turned out to be not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Ooh, we dodged a bullet there.
Dodged a major bullet. That one didn't reach Longin in front of the cage. She tracks it down, and we'll go the other direction now. Here is Haralabitis open for a moment. Seidemann has inside water. Draws the easy penalty. You're not going to draw a simpler penalty there if you're Melissa Seidemann. She had the defender sealed off, waited for the ball to come in, just took her hand away, and it was an easy 5-meter.
New rules, old rules, any sport. Player in front of the goal, guaranteed scoring opportunity. Defender takes it away, penalty shot ordered.
Haralabitis turned aside. How about the effort from Debbie Williams has kept this from being an 8-0 game now.
Yes.
She stopped 2 penalties.
Yeah, that's a beautiful save. You get a second look here. Because watch how quick the ball comes off Haralabitis' hands. Whistle blows, and she shoots immediately. Boom, gets her left hand on it right before it hits the post. Great save.
Debbie Williams doing the job here. Laura Arts, the name a lot know, in goal for the Netherlands, playing Super Cup action this week. Not available for her team. And Williams has had some stellar stops. Joanne Koenders, who we saw earlier this week, played well. And the Netherlands on the board now. They finally break through with a tally. Naomi Stamphorst.
Great ball movement there from the Dutch. They earn the exclusion on the drive, move the ball around quickly, and you can see lots of cage for them to work with. When you move the ball quickly on the player advantage opportunity, you're going to get great shot opportunities just like that.
3:30 left. First half action. The Netherlands getting on the board, trailing 6-1 to Team USA. Rainey will advance. Pours it into Seidemann. Blue caps everywhere, and the takeaway. Vandersloot coming over for the theft. Here's Vandersloot now attacking far side. Roja, who had a strong game earlier this week. 3-goal effort at Claremont. Now pouring inside, Seidemann from behind. Still a fight for it. We'll have it. It'll be Jamie Neuschel. This Netherlands team loaded with American college players. Not all are on this trip, but ball's tipped away and stolen now by Willems. Probably alongside Canada, right? The other country that sends the most, maybe Australia sends the most national team athletes onto the college game. If you think about all the people in their system now, a lot that aren't here. The Mouds, Megans and Koopman at USC and Arizona State. Lizette Roseboom at UCLA. We're seeing a few here. Yaustra at Cal. Roja at Arizona State. They are well represented in the college ranks.
No doubt, Greg, and the reason for that is the NCAA Women's Water Polo League is the best women's water polo league in the world. So players from all around the world, the best players from all around the world, will come to the NCAA to continue their education and continue their water polo development.
Yeah, you don't see on the women's side any international coaches, not any, but most don't fight it. They're actually supportive of, you're actually going to get some really good competition, go over there and play. Not to mention, in many cases, you're getting an education.
Absolutely.
Well, you're always getting an education. I should say you're getting one for perhaps reduced costs or scholarships involved. Shot clock to 4. 90 seconds left, first half. Trying for the backhand. That is denied. That was Seidemann in close. She was surrounded. And the defense was there from Wolves. And now Coach Arvinger will call for time. Bring his group together. We talked about the training aspect. This squad, they were in the weight room this morning.
Yeah.
8:30, 8 a.m. in Los Alamitos. This Netherlands team still getting their work in. This is all part of their process, right? Defending European champs. They want to repeat that. They want to get into a position where they can get back to the Olympic level. Yeah. A heartbreaking run for this group. You think back to the Rio run, where you host the Olympic qualifier, and then unable to turn that into something else. And you can be sure those memories stick with that group, much like you think of the old iterations of Team USA that fell short of their goals. That was so much the fire for those women.
Yeah, and you get a good look at the bench here and Coach Arno, and kudos to the Netherlands and their federation, their leadership, to stick with the same head coach, stick with most of these women, to get them to come back and keep them together, knowing that the odds were stacked against them really, and have had some tough runs, but look at the payoff now, Greg. European champions. There's now 10 teams instead of 8 going to be able to represent their countries at the 2020 Olympics. So they'll have a better chance to go. And now keeping the group together, keeping the same coaching staff aligned, I think they're going to have a good run here, Greg. And spending some time here in the United States is obviously not going to hurt.
You have that. You have silver at the Worlds against this USA team in Kazan, Russia. That was the final there. They had a tremendous run in that tournament. And you mentioned the coaching staff. Talk about consistency. Arno goes back to the 08 as an assistant under Robin Van Galen. So they've kept that group together, that structure and style. Outside attempt here. Longen up with the right and bats it away on the try from Roja.
Beautiful save there from Longen. But consistency important in sports, Greg, right? And we look at Coach Krikorian taking over the team just after the 2008 Olympics here in the United States. So he's coming up on a decade of being in his position. And so that type of consistency obviously is going to yield results.
Exclusion. Rainey will go off. Power play here for the Netherlands. 47 seconds left, first half. Down 5, looking to chip away, and they do. Score it on the power play for Sabrina van der Sloot, the captain, connecting.
That's what you want. You want one of your best shooters in a great scoring position with lots of time on her hands. As you get a second look, beautiful look here. A couple of pump fakes, puts it straight on the water. Those are tough to block, Greg, those skip shots, especially coming from someone like van der Sloot. Holland now getting their second goal of the quarter.
It's an excellent angle here from our crew to see that 6-on-5 attack, and van der Sloot does what we had talked about earlier. Get into opportunities. Don't think twice about it. You're one of the primary offensive players on this team. Put it on Cage. The backhand again. Seidemann this time got the shot off, but was turned away by Willems. And then a real tussle. Seidemann is battling there with Kohlhaas.
She'll be excluded.
Yep, Seidemann will be sent off. Shot clock is off. 18 seconds to play here in the first half. A 6-2 lead for Team USA, but perhaps the Netherlands can cut this down to 3. Nijhuis, little disorganization here. 6 seconds left. Seidemann just leaving now, so that's a frustration here. 1 second left. Will they get it off at the horn, and Longen bats it away as time expires. And the Netherlands frustrated there as there was some confusion about Seidemann being excluded. She stayed in the water, I think, longer than they expected her to. I don't think that she knew that she was excluded or she was taking her time getting off. In any event, we're here at halftime where Team USA leads at 6-2. We'll return with more from here in Lake Forest. Stay with us. And welcome back. El Toro High School, the scene. We welcome you back. John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you for the Sports Anaheim halftime report in Lake Forest, California, where Team USA leads Netherlands 6-2. So, John, we look back at some halftime stats here from the Foch. And early on, balanced scoring once more for Team USA. Aria Fisher with 2 goals. Paige Hochschild, Jamie Neuschel, Kylie Neuschel, and Mackenzie Fisher all with a goal. Amanda Longen with 6 saves for the Netherlands. They get a goal each from Sabrina Vandersloot and Nomi Stamphorst here. Part of the Sports Anaheim halftime report. Your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, Greg, I think a lot of the pregame points we talked about, the depth of Team USA, the competitiveness of the Netherlands coming in as European champs, all come into action. And I think with Team USA, you see their biggest strength so far has been dominating the middle of the pool. Aria Fisher has created a lot of space in front of the goal, 2 natural goals out of there, but also creating space for her teammates to take shots on the ball. On the other hand, the Netherlands in front of the goal, crowded, not taking advantage of their center play opportunities, and you see the difference.
Look towards that second half. It seemed as if the Netherlands built a little momentum there in that second quarter. They finally got on the board. They scored 2 goals. Defensively, they stopped 2 penalties, so that has to give them a little bit of a boost here defensively in cage. The challenge for them now, and no knock on Amanda Longen, they'll have to go up against Ashley Johnson here in this second half. And so that's a wrinkle that is tough for most any team, but it seems as if there were some things they could build off of in that second quarter.
No, I think they can have some momentum. And this game could get real close real fast. And I think with the Netherlands, one thing that they've always been very skilled at is outside shooting, and we haven't seen much of it. You saw Vandersloot with the second goal of the game put it away, but if they can start getting on cage, creating some space for themselves, we can see some goals rally up real fast.
About set to start the third quarter here. Sunny, fairly warm afternoon here. High 60s, low 70s here in Orange County. And we have got things rolling in the third quarter. Paige Hochschild will control for Team USA in the Whitecaps, the Netherlands in the blue.
Again, take a look at this. It's a great angle to see how much space Aria Fisher just created in front of the goal, how much space she gets to work.
And then kicks it out. Fatal faking and stopped on the near side post by Willems.
And as a coach, you're still happy with that possession. Great spacing, good look opportunity, high percentage shot, and you're not getting caught in a bad place in transition the other way. So good fundamental lesson there for teams watching this game online right now.
An ordinary called as Nyhouse controls. Vandersloot working in unguarded, tried to stuff that in near side. Johnson closes the door on the near post. Fisher moving in to Fisher. Penalty. You talked about it earlier, John, that enhanced focus on the penalty opportunities with the new rules, and you're seeing a whole host of penalties drawn now.
Yeah. Although, again, I think just like one of the penalties in the first half we talked about, Greg, I think old rules, new rules, that would have been a penalty either way. You're attacking the goal, you're in the middle, defenders behind, offensive players in a good position.
And this time, Team USA gets their first penalty shot to go as Kylie Nuschel connects after their previous two had been blocked.
And that's what defense gets you. It gets you those transition, fast break opportunities. Mackenzie Fisher draws the penalty shot. You get a good look here at Kylie Nuschel. As soon as the whistle blows, rises up and skips it just underneath the keeper's arm to her left. 6-2, 7-2 now, USA here in the third quarter.
Yeah, 6:50 to play here. Third quarter action just getting underway. Roja tries to thread that inside, a race for it, and Fatal is there. Former UCLA Bruin. And Ashley Johnson, who came on to start this third quarter. Now quickly surging ahead. Here's Fisher, dragging her defender forward. Aria Fisher moving in. 4 defenders oncoming. She took the shot anyway. And an easy stop there for Willems.
Yeah, again, as a coach, right, you're going to teach her how to maybe potentially finish that shot, take advantage of that opportunity, but Aria Fisher is dominating the middle of the pool. Right? Even if she's not scoring that goal, she's made the defense work to cover her. She's going to command a zone every time she's back in there. She's playing a hell of a game.
2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Aria Fisher does have 2 goals already in this one. Fatal pressuring in the corner. Fatal joining the play now as Nuschel works inside for Mackenzie Fisher. Aria Fisher draws the exclusion on Roja. Oh, a double exclusion is the call. Yeah. So Roja goes off for the Netherlands, Aria Fisher for Team USA. So trying to mitigate some of that physical play that's going on.
Good call there from the official. Keep things calm, let them play 5-on-5. Let calmer heads prevail.
Kylie Nuschel working inside. Steffens looking to turn. Another exclusion. So the odd 5-on-4. The lob. A little bit of a hook shot there. Kylie delivering that one up high and in for the 5-on-4 connection.
You're watching some of the best water polo athletes in the world put this away. You see Maggie Steffens draw the exclusion inside, kicks it out to her teammate with a flick of the wrist. A couple of fakes from Kylie Nuschel and just a straightforward lob. She makes it look easy, Greg, but that is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Great athleticism shown by Team USA to keep building this lead.
And I think Coach Krikorian there thought about a timeout call for a moment as he got up out of his chair and then realized, wait a minute, Kylie Nuschel is wide open at 4 meters here. Let me let this one play out and see what happens.
Here's my Captain Obvious statement of the second half. 5-on-4, better opportunity than 6-on-5.
All right,
Higher
mark it down,
look.
folks. We need to share these on the Coach Abdu Twitter feed as well. We need
absolutely
as many folks as possible picking up on these gems.
We'll call them, hey, less people in the water, more space, more opportunity to shoot. I wish it was more complicated, Greg. I wish it was.
It's a simple game. Elise Williams 3 goals in Commerce. She played well. Gilchrist cross cage. KG connecting 9-2. Team USA, 4:39 to play, third quarter.
Good look here. Harlabetis, the left-hander, doesn't hesitate at all. Trojan to Trojan, Harlabetis to Gilchrist as she puts it away. But it just shows that teamwork, that ball movement, that vision, that unselfishness that Team USA has.
Kelly Gilchrist taking time away from Team USA after the Rio Olympics to refocus on her surf career. Was one of the best in the world prior to focusing on water polo exclusively, and now doing a little bit of both as we work towards the 2020 Olympics, where surfing will be on the menu for the first time. Field block there, knocked away. And if you think it's tough to represent your country in water polo, the spots for surfing, that is a difficult road to qualify and to become. It's only a handful. I want to say it's something like three people, maybe per gender, per country. Nushel got it.
Unbelievable.
It's a 10-2 lead now as they're pouring it on.
Yeah, but watch that pass from Jordan Rainey. What a dime. Right on the hand in front of the goal. Jamie Lucian turns, lobs it over the keeper's head. Just to have that, again, awareness of space and the people around you to put that shot away. It's really a high-level shot for Jamie Nushel.
And now 2 goals for Nushel. And a 10-2 lead for Team USA with 3:50 to play in the third quarter.
Jamie heading off here in about 10 days. Head over to play professionally in Budapest, Hungary for OVSC. You're seeing a lot of, again, we talk about these being Olympic athletes, but also professional athletes playing in pro leagues all around the world.
Cross pass here. Shot clock expires and Johnson pulls it down. At the USA Water Polo Instagram Water Polo Passport Series chronicling all these athletes that play overseas, and an all-time high when you add the men and the women together. A lot of athletes playing. Harlabetis, she's playing professionally in Greece, and bar down and out, could not connect on the move. So rough day for Stefania Harlabetis, turned away on the penalty and then bars out on the one on goalie.
Yeah, but to your point, Greg, all-time high USA athletes playing abroad right now. Lots of different opportunities, people taking advantage of it, as this is a tough port to play professionally. Not a ton of opportunities, but these athletes making the choice to do so to improve and their development and their careers.
Shot there is left of the cage, and a cool thing, and given the amount of athletes playing, is that teammates are teaming up on club teams. So you have Kylie Nushel, Maggie Steffens together on CN Sabadell.
Right.
Ashley Johnson, Stephanie Harlabetis, and I believe Jordan Rainey all together on the same team in Greece.
Right.
So a lot of these athletes able to work together. Rachel Fatal in Australia, she's been there for a number of seasons now. Spain, Hungary, as you mentioned, all these places getting an influx of Team USA. Rebound, shoveled in right in front. Nicely done from Roseanne Vervelt. Right place, right time to jam that in with 2:29 to play in the third.
Yeah, good spot here. There was a contra foul, offensive foul, came back. You see the rebound. Just right place, right time, Greg, you're correct. And the Netherlands will take any goal they can at this point, down 10-3 here in the third quarter.
Trying to battle their way back.
These professional seasons we talked about, Greg, too, the timing is just right. So some people may be asking at home right now, why are you playing a game on December 22nd here, a couple days before Christmas? But this is really some of the only opportunities that two national teams have to train together, right, in between the professional seasons, in between the NCAA's college season. So this is a unique opportunity for these teams to spend 10 days together, train, go head-to-head, and then everybody goes back.
Ordinary call turn on the perimeter. And we'll see it next week with our men's national team for Team USA. Williams moving in. Gives a few fakes. Shot clock to 6. The no-look entry. That almost got through, but then ball under. But similar story for the USA men in Italy, and that series, a 3-game set, will start on the 28th at Foothill High School. But again, the best time for those teams to get together. The men's college season is over. Italy available. The stars align for 3 key games for both of those national teams to close out 2018. A reminder, tickets on sale for those 3 games at usawaterpolo.org. Live coverage available right here on USA Water Polo TV. The 28th at Foothill, the 29th at Chapman, and the 31st at J. Serra High School, all in Southern California.
Now, the flip side of that, Greg, it's a great opportunity to do something over Christmas break, winter break. Lots of people at home. If you have an opportunity to come out, it's really an amazing thing to see these athletes play in person.
That 31st game, no better way to start your New Year's Eve festivities. Get a little coffee, a bagel, some 11 a.m. water polo there at J. Serra, and then if you want to come in the full tux, whatever you're going out in that night,
Yeah.
the full suit, of course, you're more than welcome.
We encourage it all. We encourage it all.
A minute to play here in the third, 10-3. Team USA leads. Offensive, and we'll go the other way and then some. So Bento Roja. Turnover and then a game misconduct on Roja, so she will be heading out. And Team USA will have the advantage here. Harold Labidas moving in. Dangerous passing, that was a bad one. Put it up into no man's land and Fisher couldn't hang on. And then going the other way, we'll see an exclusion on Aria Fisher as she got entangled.
I talked about this before the game, Grade. You said, what should we expect at the end of this series? I said the physicality, the aggressiveness, that familiarity that breeds contempt after 10 days of training together, after several exhibition games. You start seeing now misconduct in the pool, a little bit of a flagrant foul here in terms of an exclusion on Aria Fisher coming back. Right now you're seeing a little testiness. The Netherlands, it's going to get a little chippy here as we try to finish this game, and hope everyone stays safe, but it's good, healthy competition, and that you expect this to happen at the end of a series.
No, and for folks that watch our broadcast here, it's a bit of a broken record, but we wouldn't say it if it wasn't the thing that happened in every one of these series.
True.
You get these teams together, you'll even see it next week.
Yeah.
Team USA and the Italian men, they will train together for several days, they will play 3 games. By the time they get to the 31st, everyone will be tired of each other.
Yes.
There'll be no more interest in actually playing these games from a standpoint of, I have to guard this guy again, I've seen this person again.
Correct.
And that's where the tempers flare a bit, and we're seeing a little bit of it here. And credit to the officials for stepping in and saying, no, we're not going to let this get out of hand. We're going to start excluding and giving out misconducts and the like. Six on 5. Now for the Netherlands, and Vandersloot has her shot field blocked by Elise Williams.
Big field block there from Elise Williams.
Final moments of the third. 10 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Last try for Team USA. Here's Gilchrist. 4 seconds left. Gilchrist with 2 seconds left. Out of time, and Rainey won't get a shot off, and 3/4 complete here in Lake Forest. All Team USA, they have led from the get-go. Built a 6-0 lead early. They're in front 10-3 now. 8 more minutes to go. We are back after this to El Toro High School. Stay with us. Fourth quarter on the way here in Orange County. Team USA 10, Team Netherlands 3. John Abdu and Greg Meskel here with you from El Toro High School in Lake Forest, California. The end of the 2018 schedule for the USA Women's National Team in what has been another banner campaign for head coach Adam Krikorian and company, on the verge of going 33-1 on the year, with wins at the FINA Intercontinental Tournament, FINA World League, and FINA World Cup. Another dominant run for this team. Team USA controls the sprint to start things here in the fourth. Shot clock to 6. Fisher, skip and controlled there. To the right, Willems able to knock it down.
Willems a bright spot here today for the Dutch. Several great saves.
Debbie Willems, as we consult the Foch, 6 saves, included in that 2 penalty shot blocks. Team USA has seen Amanda Lonigan and Ashley Johnson in split time. Adam Krikorian has split goalies this whole series. Johnson in close, defending, and the shot attempt there is off the bar and away on the try from Wolves. Don't forget fans' live stats available at thefosh.net, THEFOSH.net. Track this game, also all 3 USA men's national team games. Inside now, Fisher. And Aria Fisher draws an exclusion. Talked about the physicality. Benta Roja getting the game misconduct for the Dutch in the third quarter. She will not return to this match. Steffens, here's Hauschild. Fatal working inside 2. Steffens, there it is for the captain, Maggie Steffens. Played professionally in Hungary last year, now moving over to Spain and moving in for the goal here.
Great angle again. Look at that pass from Rachel Fatal, a name we haven't called much of. So much talent on this Team USA roster with the cross pass, cross face, catch and shoot for Maggie Steffens. Again, they make it look so easy with something that's actually really difficult to do. 11-3 Team USA. Textbook passing. Hope all the athletes at home are watching this and taking notes.
Pressure from Seidemann. This press that we're seeing here from Team USA, they've worked on it throughout the week. Adam Krikorian talking about the Tuesday night game in Claremont after the stop there by Johnson. Felt like maybe in the fourth they took their foot off the pedal a bit, and saw the Dutch start to battle back in that one. And that was a point of emphasis going into Thursday night's game of Commerce, and you can be sure again here today at El Toro. Finishing strong, it's what championship teams do. The exclusion. Wolves departing. Power play as Fisher draws that. Here's Fatal.
And that's just the frustration setting in for the Dutch, right? Take the exclusion, get out, take a rest, and watch Team USA go on the player advantage.
Nuschel's knocked down. There's a pretty good chop to the face, and another exclusion. So now a 6-on-4 after Van Toorn goes off. Steffens again in close. Oh, wow. This is going to be a third exclusion?
Yeah.
You almost never see a 6-on-3.
Yeah.
The shot atop and stopped. Unbelievable there. The Netherlands defense holding on a rare 6-on-3. How many times have you seen that in your life, you think, a 6-on-3?
I'd say a handful.
A handful. And
yeah.
you've been doing this for a little while.
And for a couple of decades, yes. And don't see how it's on, but the funny thing is, you're not surprised when I see them stopped.
Sure.
Right? Because it's an odd situation. Offensive players not sure exactly what to do, and they tend to rush things, as you saw Team USA, instead of taking their time and putting it away.
There seems to be an inherent thought as the shot clock expires there on the Netherlands. And then a timeout will be called by Team USA. I think in those moments, you see it 6-on-4 to a 6-on-3. There's this overriding thought of, because you know the players are coming back soon.
Right.
We have got to score on this.
Right.
It's too easy. We have a 3-person advantage. It should just be as simple as just laying it in wide open as if you run a one-on goalie.
Absolutely.
But you're right. Confusion sets in. Things are rushed. The defense, who's ever left, they just crowd the cage. and it ends up being a field block usually by somebody other than the goalie.
Correct. And it's that overthinking. A lot of times in water polo, too, you'll see the goalkeeper get excluded, and the goalkeeper gets excluded. You think offense team is going to put this away,
Yep.
And then you'll see 3 field players rush back in, cover the goal, and more often than not, you see the field player block the ball. But again, and that's the difference between really good players and great players, right? The great players are the ones that have that self-awareness of space and time and people around them that we've been mentioning all game long, Greg. And when they can do that, they'll see a situation in that regard and put the ball away, as opposed to letting the situation confuse them further.
4:38 to go, fourth quarter. Confusion has settled down here. Sides back to even strength, 6-on-6 water polo. Gilchrist, here's Rainey. Rainey making her way back, is battling elbow injuries. But now strong in the water, moving in. Here's Gilchrist. Little no-look inside. Nuschel, again, the patience.
Wow.
Jamie Nuschel has 3 goals today, and all of them have been a demonstration in patience.
Unbelievable play. Greg, we'll take it back to the basketball reference. That's an and one. She gets a great pass there from Kaylee inside. Takes her time. The defender comes over. You see the defender slap her right across the face, and somehow she still goes cross cage with the lob. And Jamie Nuschel quickly becoming into one of our favorite players to watch play the sport.
That would have for sure been a count it and the foul. Yeah. Wave off the lob goal here inside the 5 on the restart and make it 12-3 Team USA with under 4 to go in the fourth quarter.
And one, a reference to the basketball play, taking
yes.
with the foul, but also maybe one of my favorite basketball sneakers growing up.
Let's not forget the N1 mixtape, which provided countless hours of enjoyment.
Truth.
I've often wondered what a water polo match with N1 type announcing would look like, where somebody just walked basically like with the referee down to each end of the pool, making up nicknames on the spot. Harold Labidas is stopped there by Willems. It'll stay and come back into 2 meters.
I say let's give that a shot.
Certainly add a new
myself.
element to it.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun actually.
Yep.
Well, you just see, and you see it in the plays, right? There's so much athleticism involved in the sport, and that was the whole point of the N1 basketball, right? Let's see these athletes dunk, right? Work off their teammates. I think there's so many different things you can get here. In water polo, the ball's going to come out, and there's going to be a double exclusion.
Double exclusion here. Seidemann will go off for Team USA and Koolhaas for the Netherlands. The one thing that's different between water polo and basketball, among many, is the pace in which you get up and down the field of play. So there'd be a lot more narration going on, waiting for everyone to swim down to the other end. Whereas in basketball, they were into the front court fairly quick, and they kind of got down to the meat of the play. Gilchrist just off the post. And then Willems was able to gather. Sides come even now, 6-6. Just about 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Team USA on their way to another victory to close out their 2018 slate. Lob, that's off the bar. Rebound, fought for and controlled by Nuschel. Harold Labidas. Seidemann the big turn off the post. Team USA might be ahead here 16-3 if you think about the penalties and a couple of shots that have gone off the frame of the cage.
Yeah, it's a strange thing to say, but the score is not reflecting the dominance of Team USA at the moment. But creating space, creating high-scoring opportunities.
Big battle here, Seidemann and Kooning. And Johnson able to control that one fairly easily. Center cage, 2 minutes left, fourth quarter. Another reminder, men's national team action coming up starting December 28th. A 3-game series with Team Italy. 7 p.m. Pacific time on the 28th at Foothill. 4 p.m. Pacific time on the 29th at Chapman. And then 11 a.m. Pacific time on the 31st at J. Serra and San Juan Capistrano. Tickets available for all 3 games at usawaterpolo.org. Live coverage available of all 3 games right here on USA Water Polo TV. Chance to see the USA men as they gear up for a big January. They have qualification coming up for the FINA World Championship coming up in January. They'll head to Brazil.
Correct. Sao Paulo, Brazil, January 22nd to the 26th, along with Canada, host Brazil, Argentina, all vying for spots at the 2019 World Championships.
And those will be in Gwangju, South Korea. 2019 is a loaded year on the calendar for both teams as Olympic qualification is upon us. An exclusion called here on Rainey. Just about a minute left now, fourth quarter. And a bad pass there, Williams. Easy steal, and Van Toorn can't believe it that she threw it right to Williams. Frustration there. But you've got your FINA World Championships in Gwangju, South Korea. That leads right into your Pan American Games in Lima, Peru. The two big qualification opportunities among many next year. You add in the super final as well. And a lot on the table for both of the teams here in the U.S., the men and the women, trying to punch their tickets to Tokyo.
Yeah, the Pan American Games, always an overlooked event. Just see Sideman inside there, an overlooked event, but you think about the best players in this hemisphere all getting together in multiple sports across the board, competing at a high level.
"20 seconds left in this one, 3-second differential shot in game clock. Netherlands back on their likely final attack. Johnson turns that away. They'll get one more crack at it as she couldn't keep it in play. So the shot clock is off now, 12 seconds left in this match. This one is just about done. And then the Netherlands, they gave that one away on a suit grab off the ball. Commit the turnover. And it's back to Team USA with just 5 seconds left. So Jamie Nuschel will swim this one away, one of the stars in this one, as Team USA wins it 12-3 over the Netherlands. A balanced effort once more for Team USA. They complete a 5-game sweep in this homestand, 2 over China, 3 over the Netherlands. A warm embrace for the two head coaches here at the mid-pool mark, two coaches that know each other well, between Arno Arviger and Adam Krikorian, as the USA women cap 2018 at 33-1. Another standout year. We talked about the goal scorers. Nuschels, Jamie 3, Kylie 3, Aria Fisher 2 goals, Paige Hochschild, Maggie Steffens, Kaylee Gilchrist, Mackenzie Fisher all a goal apiece. Amanda Longan and Ashley Johnson team up for 11 saves. For the Netherlands, the scoring was limited, just a goal each from Vorvelt, Vandersloot, and Stamphorst. Willems, a nice job in at the bright spot, as you said, John, with 10 saves. Got a lot to unpack here as 2018 comes to a close for the women, but at the end of December here, you look at a 5-game sweep and a ridiculous run in 2018.
Yeah, just another unbelievable year for Team USA, and you know that they can keep it going. Moving into 2019, getting ready, as you said, Greg, World League, World Championships, the Pan American Games. That's the eyes on the prize for Olympic qualification, all leading up to Tokyo 2020, and this was a great start.
So again, the final score here, 12-3. The USA women take it over the Netherlands, complete that 5-game homestand sweep. That'll do it for us here at El Toro High School. Don't forget, come back and join us December 28th. USA men take on Italy from Foothill High School starting at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on USA Water Polo TV. That's all for us here in Orange County. For our entire broadcast crew, my partner John Abdu, Greg Mesko saying thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you back on December 28th.